Hi everybody, this is Neil Walters of neilsvideos.com, and in this video I want to talk about the mission wheel of Empowr. So Empowr is an online business. It's kind of like Facebook. It's a social media sharing site, which also has a marketplace where people can sell stuff. And recently they've changed some things. They've added this new thing called the mission wheel. So first of all, I want to give you my authority to tell you why I want to be talking about this. This is the leaderboard, and you can see I've been bouncing around between number 5 and 10 on the top 10 of the USA leaderboard for the last, I don't know, few months, I think, actually. And so this is the mission wheel now. And so what happens is every day that you meet your daily requirements, which are to do your number of shares, to do your number of which is shares or likes and posts, sorry, there's shares, liking other people's stuff or commenting on it. And then there are posts where you post pictures to your page. And then the third thing is to post one item for sale in the auction. It could be an item for sale or an item that you want to share to let someone use for a fee. And then what happens is this little mission wheel will pop up. And now the mission wheel has different dollar values depending upon what level you're at. And I think I'm at the highest level, which I think is mission founder. And I just want to share with you what my wheel looks like, what the dollar values are, because some of you are trying to work your way up. And the common thing is you think, okay, when I get to the top, I'm going to make tons of money. Well, I want to show you how this wheel actually pays out. And I'm not that much a big fan of it actually, because I'm the type of person, I like to work hard and get paid for my work rather than have a lottery system. I mean, this idea of, people just hoping they're going to spin it and get some dollars back, to me is a sign of people who are lazy and don't want to put in the work. So anyway, I just want to show you kind of how the wheel pays. And when I was, well, actually some 20, 30 years ago, I had a book called like How to Win Monopoly, or how to play Monopoly the right way, And what this book was, it actually analyzed the game of Monopoly, and a game or a business can be analyzed to a very more thorough degree than a lot of people think. I mean, this is just simple, it's a lot of it's just high school math and some accounting principles I'm going to show you here. But how many of you really put the thought into putting analysis into this system? So what I'm going to do is I took this wheel here and I built a little spreadsheet that I'm going to show you next. So here I am in Google Docs, and I created a category, and these are the different categories on the wheel. You have cash, which I assume they're going to give you a, what do you call it, an advanced cash out or a MCO or whatever, I forget what that's called, where you can cash out sooner than later. Then they give you ability to shop for marketplace products. Now that has quite a bit of value perhaps, but I've noticed that the more people that get money to shop, then the prices in the shop go up. So it's kind of like an inflationary system, and things are selling sometimes for a lot more than what you would think because people have too much money to spend. And then there's also marketplace services. And I haven't checked the services lately, but I haven't seen a lot of people selling a lot of services. Then product uses is where you rent someone's product. The theory is that they have a camera and you want to rent it for a day or two. You could pay them for a weekend use of their, like a DLX camera or something like that. Then there are transports where people will deliver your product or deliver that camera to you so that you can use it, and then they'll pick it up when you're done using it. That's still kind of new, and I haven't actually seen that in practice yet, but that's something they've been adding as a new feature this year. And then there's the power user upgrade. And at my level, I don't find that useful because I pretty much make enough now through their other payouts that my power user upgrades are already taken care of. And then same thing with Empowr earnings. This is money you can't really get to right away. So these two are nice, but I don't know, they just don't excite me that much. Okay. And then you have the sorry position. So I added here slot 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the sorry slot is on there 4 times, and then the cash is only on there once. So over here I counted the number of slots. Most of them have 3. Looks like transports only had 2, and then the sorry has 4. And so we can add up. I actually counted the wheel just to make sure there are 22 slots on it, and then I checked my math here to make sure that I indeed entered the right number of items on my spreadsheet, and I came up with that I had 22 slots. So then what I did is I summed up the value of all the slots. So for instance, cash is 581, and then 602 plus 593 plus 584 adds up to this. Now your wheel may be different, and I'm not even sure. I think my wheel might vary from day to day. I think it depends on maybe how much money they have in their system that they want to basically send out. So the amounts may vary a little, but for purposes of this demonstration in this video, I'm kind of assuming the wheel is going to be a steady state and the values aren't going to change too much once you've reached the mission founder level. Okay, so if you now know there's 22 slots on the wheel and you know that the cash value is $581, how often are you going to win that? You're going to win it 1 out of 22 times. So you take 1 divided by 22 as a ratio, and then you multiply it by 581, and that means your daily cash average of getting that is going to be $26. And by daily, I mean the days that you actually post a product for sale and meet all your other goals. So notice again, there's 22 slots on the wheel, and there's roughly 20 business days in a month. So let's say if you actually put a product for sale 20 days out of the month or 22 days out of the month, you'd spin the wheel once a day, not counting weekends, right? And so this is how much money you should take home then at the end of the month. Well, you would actually hit every one of these things in theory by the end of the month, right? But I'm interested in how much cash I can take out and put in my bank. So that means on Empowr, you should be able to make $581 a month in cash if you meet the requirements and actually get to spin the wheel 22 times a month. Now, if you divide that per day, how much is that per working day of these 22 days? That's basically $26 per day. Actually, I may not have said that right. Let me do one more math calculation here. Yeah, that should be right, because okay, if I look at the formula here, I take F2, which is the slots here, divided by the number of days, times this amount. So that means this should be your average daily value, basically. And so the question is, are you willing to do all the work that it takes on Empowr to make $26 a day? Now, if you go back and read some of the original documents on Empowr, they said they had a goal of helping people make $25 a day all around the world. So I wonder if that's the logic they put into this, so that this just happens to come up to be about the $25 a day. Interesting, huh? Now this means you could theoretically get $1,779 a month to shop and $1,620 a month worth of services. Well, that's going to depend on what people have for sale. And then of course those items are put up for bid, so you have to bid on them, you have to play the auction game, and then you're not going to win every auction. So kind of what I predict is going to happen there is the money to spend is going to pile up, and the things that I want versus the things I win the auction for are not going to be that great. So I mean, I do actually order stuff on there. I buy these little silver things, and people send me these little silver ingots in the mail. You know, I can buy them for maybe $2 to $4 on Amazon, and I might pay anywhere from $4 to $10 on Empowr for one of these things. So that's kind of how the marketplace goes for cash tangible things like silver. Okay, what else can I tell you about this? I think that's about it. You're welcome to check my math and do your own calculations on your own wheel, and let me know what you think. Give me a comment below this video on YouTube, and let's talk about whether this mission wheel is a really good thing or not, or if there are maybe better ways to pay out on Empowr. And then of course let Empowr know what you think. You know, I think they have to listen to their customers, and we're their customers basically. So I'm not saying it's negative, I'm just saying let's understand what it is. And I wish you continued growth and success on Empowr or whatever you do. I also am involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies right now. And I do have a link below the video on some things I'm doing. So I have a free Bitcoin course that I offer, and I put that on Empowr quite often. And a lot of people haven't taken advantage of that yet. So I think it's something pretty cool. And then that will lead you to some other ways that there are ways to make money with Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies. So that's something I'd love to share with you in more details. So this has been Neil Walters with neilsvideos.com. I look forward to talking to you more in the future. See you later.